Jambo, Bwana Sifiwe. We've just come back from Nairobi, Kenya, where we had a wonderful 21st Build Conference, where there were over 1,500 delegates and people from all over East and Central Africa and various parts of the world. About 15 countries represented, and it was amazing, a wonderful time together. The conference was prepared by Pastor Stephen and his team in East Africa, where they went on more than 12 mobilization missions, traveling many kilometers, many long hours, and doing very many meetings to invite pastors and leaders from around the country to attend this Build Conference. Pastor Miki with Brother Patrick and Pastor Stephen, they went to Elevate TV, where he did a 1-hour interview on live TV speaking about the model of the church. From the very first session, Pastor Miki shared his own personal testimony.
Ministry was the beginning and the end of my life.
Na huduma ndio ilikuwa mwanzo na mwisho wa maisha yangu.
And I was not concerned about my life.
Na sikujali kuhusiana maisha yangu.
But the ministry had swallowed my life completely.
Huduma ikawa imemeza maisha yangu kabisa.
And at the end of about 10 years of ministry,
na mwisho wa takribani miaka 10 ya huduma,
I crashed.
Nilidondoka, niliisha.
My marriage was in problems.
Ndoa yangu ilikuwa matatani.
But I love Jesus, I love the church.
Lakini ninampenda Yesu, ninalipenda kanisa.
And I came to the point where I had finished with it.
Nilifika mahali ambapo nilikuwa nimeisha kabisa.
But God gave me the grace.
Lakini Mungu akanipa neema
to be apart for a time,
na nikatengwa kwa muda,
and seek for a solution,
na nikatafuta jawabu.
In the sessions that followed, Pastor Miki spoke very clearly on how the church is no longer living under the old covenant, but how we are now living in the new covenant. He gave all the pastors present homework to go away and to examine their own churches and their own doctrine, to see which laws they've allowed to come into the church. He made it very clear that if you want to keep one law, you need to keep all the laws. So this was a challenge and very well received by the men of God present. The gospel was so clear, it was so precise. We could really feel that the message was taking root in the lives of pastors and leaders.
So most of us as an African ministers, most of the time we focus on ministry. Sometimes we abandon our personal lifestyle, our families, our wives. I received the message. I called her and shared what God has spoke to my heart, even with my daughters.
Most of us actually have been talking of titles and thinking of ourselves as being that great. But according to the teachings that we have gone through, we've learned that we have to humble ourselves, come down, so that the Spirit of God can work through us. Actually, it is a meeting that is full of blessings. And I believe that most of us, if not all, we are going to change.
On the Saturday after the conference, Pastor Stephen hosted all the bishops from Nairobi, about 50 of them. They came for a lovely lunch and fellowship time together. But Pastor Miki once again had a chance to speak to these great men of God. He told them now's not the time to retire, but now is the time to preach this message more than ever before. Finally, a very big thank you to everybody who supported this conference in prayer, who supported financially through their donations, and a very big thank you to Pastor Miki and Pastor Stephen for their hearts for the gospel. Let us continue to pray for these men, that the Lord would open more doors and the gospel can gain ground more and more in these last days. God bless you all.